What's up everybody, Chris Cannon here. We're going to check out the Red Velvet by Dimarzio. The Red Velvet by Dimarzio is a standard Strat replacement pickup. Single coil, true single coil, so it's going to have a 60 cycle hum. You may have seen in a previous video where I demoed this already, but it was in the middle position on not this guitar but another one. We're going to check it out in the bridge position. If you didn't catch that video, let's just go over the specs and all the fun, fancy stuff they have to say about this amazing, awesome pickup. Just going to turn the camera. There we go. Description. The difference between a vintage Strat bridge pickup sound and a classic broadcaster or telly tone is mostly a matter of attack and definition. The Strat, let's see how they word this here. Okay, the Strat stings and screams, okay, where the telly punches and sings. We thought it would be neat, I'll use the word neat, to have a Strat pickup that does both. And apparently this is it, according to them. Punch comes from the bottom loaded power plates, which I already installed this thing, but if you ever look at a Red Velvet, it literally has a metal plate on the bottom. To where I think other single coils, like I know this is a standard, how it's got that there. Just imagine just a steel bar across that. That's pretty much what it looks like. Let's see here. The power plate, the sting comes from single coil winding, and the True Velvet, I guess that's another pickup they have. Magnet stagger and a unique mid-range growl. That's a result of a hand-calibrated magnet structure. Try Red Velvet in the bridge pickup, the pair of True Velvets for a sound that's both classic and new. Tech Talk. One of the obvious effects of mounting a plate on the bottom of a pickup is to boost the magnetic field. We wanted a bigger sound than the plate provides. Interesting. But we didn't want any increase in magnet pull, meaning that obviously it's a magnet that's going to pull on the nickel strings, so the closer you have to the strings, it's going to pull and take it out of tune. I know a lot of old school single coils had that problem. This has less magnet pull. What do we leave off here? Okay, here we go. So we calibrated the magnet field of every Red Velvet after it's assembled. So that's kind of nice. So they make it probably with machines, and then they actually go in and maybe do something by hand, I'm guessing. I don't know, but that's pretty cool they do that. The Red Velvet was originally designed for the bridge position, with it still is, it's fine there. But it'll also work in the neck and middle, where it can be combined with a bridge humbucker like the Air Classic or maybe like a PAF Master. Alrighty then, recommended 250K both pot and not pot, 250K pot volume and tone. Tone guide. Output is 180, bass at 3.5, low mid 3.5, high mid 4.5, treble at 6. So it's very bright, but it doesn't give off an ugly treble vibe. Because I've played some bright pickups in my day, and even though this is bright, I'm not having to turn my high end down in my amplifier. Let's go over the specs, all positions, no quick connect, 2 conductor wiring, all nickel 5 magnet, 8.52 kilo ohms, and introduced in 1994. So I dig this pickup. I had it in the white Johnson Strat before in the bridge. I only used it for a little bit because it does have that 60 cycle hum. And at the time I had in that guitar, I was using a lot of gain. I think I had this like gain at max, or even with this thing, I was just using I don't want to say too much gain, but even with using a double noise gate, like a gate built in this, and let's say use the cock blocker on this, or even the Horizon Devices overdrive with their gate, it still came through pretty hard. But then again, I was diming the gain, so kind of asking for it at that point. But every note to me came out clear and crystal. It didn't sound like the strings were fighting each other here for, I want this note out, I want that note out. It's one of my favorite single coil pickups. I think this is the last of 3 that I've demoed. I did the Virtual Solo, the Area 61, was that 4? And then I just did the FS1. So yeah, this is 4. I think this is going to be the pickup that stays in the bridge. The Virtual Solo is pretty cool. It's got a little thickness to it. I like the brightness in the Red Velvet, and I also like Red Velvet Cake. So yeah, you see the amp already kicked on. We're just going to do it. We're going to go clean, light gain, thicker gain, solo, and I'll just bounce through all the effects like I did in the previous one. So that's it, guys. Don't know what's coming next. I either have to buy gear or think of something. I have no idea. But thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and that bell, and we'll see you later.